Hey guys, biokie here, back on the Lightning Clan YouTube channel with another video. Now today I've got a lot of things to talk about, so I do apologise if this seems really rushed. But anyway, first things first, I want to show you guys this really nice camo that was added to the game recently. This is the haptic camo, which has been given the nickname of Silver Matter, and that is because it basically looks like dark matter, but sort of metallic silver, like steel looking. And it's honestly a really nice camo. Danny will also be doing a video on this camo this time, but he will be doing it on the VMP, mine's on the Vespa. I'm not really going to talk about this camo all that much because Danny has obviously prepared a video for the camo, so I'm not going to steal his idea for a video. I'm just going to talk about something else. Now obviously this is really nice camo. It actually looks kind of similar to the X-ray camo from Advanced Warfare, which was a DLC camo you could buy, and you know, I thought it was a really nice camo, and this does look very similar to it for me. Now to me this is possibly even better than dark matter, considering what you have to do for it. You know, you only have to grind for a little bit, get a couple of crypto keys, get out of a supply drop. That's really all you have to do. Whereas dark matter, you have to get every single gun in diamond, which is really stupidly, ridiculously hard just for a camo. Now don't get me wrong, dark matter looks nice, but it also doesn't really make that much sense, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. Dark matter doesn't make sense. Now a lot of you are going to be like, what the hell are you on about? I'm going to explain myself. What dark matter actually is a matter not discovered by mankind yet, in the very outer rim of the sort of universe, and considering the universe is still expanding, it's increasing in speed while it's expanding still, then you know, it's sort of harder and harder to get to this dark matter because all the planets are constantly moving further and further away from each other, so this dark matter is obviously moving further and further away from the Earth. Now, I'm going to explain what dark matter actually is. Dark matter is a matter that doesn't reflect light, because how light works is, say you can see your desk or your computer screen in front of you, or like something like that. That is because the light from, say, the lamp in your room or the window from the sun is coming through your window. That is basically reflecting off the object that you're looking at and goes into your eyes, and that's how you see. That's got nothing to do with computer screens, by the way. That's all to do with pixels, and I'm just really not going to go into that. But basically, that's how you see things. Light reflects it into your eyes. Now, dark matter doesn't reflect light, so we can't actually see it. But why can't we see it? Why doesn't it reflect light? Now, a lot of people have actually thought if it doesn't reflect light, it must absorb light. And so if it absorbs light, then you'd see a massive dark outline, sort of a massive sort of shadow, and you'd be able to see what dark matter actually looks like. Well, not what it looks like, but get the general shape of clusters that it collects in. But unfortunately, it doesn't absorb light. Basically, light just bends around dark matter. Now, it sounds really weird, but it is actually possible for light to bend. Say you get a glass block and you look at a lamp or something, and then you put that glass block in front of the lamp, it will look different because the light is being bent, it's being refracted, because it's the glass block is a different medium to air. Now this does sound like a really geeky video, and I'm sorry if not all of you can actually keep up with what I'm saying, but just try to take it all in. I'll try and go a bit slower. But basically, it just refracts the light around it, it bends the light around itself. So all you can really see is a distorted image of what is behind dark matter. Now this kind of makes active camouflage possible. So say the Sangheili in Halo, also known as the Elite, this is probably what they use for their active camouflage, and say Spectre in this game, probably what he uses for his active camouflage. He basically activates dark matter around their suits for a temporary time, in which then light bends around them so that your opponent can't actually see you. And so that's why dark matter doesn't really make sense as a camo, because if you had it as a camo for your gun, you're not going to be able to see your gun. Now, taking this out of Call of Duty terms, and say you're using this gun in real life, you're not going to be able to see the grip, you're not going to be able to see the handle, you're not going to be able to see the trigger. Now normally that's not going to be a big deal, but what if you drop it? You can't then go and pick that up. You might see a slightly distorted image on the ground, and say, oh, there's my gun. But how do you know you're pointing the barrel at your enemy and not your head? You don't actually know. So that's in realistic reasons, and you can't see the magazine either to reload. But obviously Call of Duty is just a game, so you're pressing A, B, and X and all that to reload and stuff like that. So it doesn't actually matter. So it's like, whatever. Why don't they just do it in Call of Duty? The reason why you don't do it in Call of Duty is because you can't see down the sights, which makes it incredibly difficult to actually play the game then. If you can't see the sights on your gun, you're going to be shooting all over the place, and it's quite literally a whole new sort of version of spray and pray. You're basically spraying all over your screen, hoping that you're aiming at them and that your bullet's going to travel towards them, but you don't really know because you can't see your sights because dark matter has bent the light around your sights. So that's really why it doesn't actually make sense. But so this obviously makes sense for them to do a sort of purpley black animated camo. I'm fine with it being that, but why call it dark matter then? It doesn't make sense. I get the whole fact with it's dark and it's a cool name and it's a cool camo, so it all suits together, but in realistic terms it doesn't actually make that much sense. Basically all I really have to say about dark matter, I'm sorry I have rambled on a bit of a geeky, bit of a nerd sort of episode here. This gameplay isn't amazing, I'm just sort of wanted to bring you a gameplay with this really nice camo. Anyway, in America, I do believe it's Independence Day today, 4th of July, so happy Independence Day, or Merry Independence Day. I have no idea what the, what would you say, the sort of greeting is for the day, I guess you could say. You know, the way you get Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, I don't know, Happy Independence Day, I guess. Whatever, I'm just trying to say, have a good bloody day, I don't care, I'm in England, so whatever. Now, another thing I want to talk about, not for that long, I've only got a short bit of the video left, and it is only short matter, so I'm not going to talk about it for that long. But anyway, I don't know why everyone's hating Infinite Warfare. Everyone's loving Black Ops 3, and so they're hating Infinite War. I don't understand it, to be honest. I know Mushi is actually saying he's not going to buy it. Now, I'm not being funny. I can see him buying it, like, no matter what he says. Whether he buys it a month later, a year later, whatever, I can see him buying Infinite Warfare. Now, it's not a definite possibility, but you know, it's most likely that he is going to buy it because it's the next Call of Duty. And I want to go through some reasons why I think you guys should buy it, and why I'm going to buy it. Now, one reason I'm going to buy it, I'm not going to force this upon you guys at all, but the reason that I'm going to buy it first, it's the next Call of Duty. It's like, you know, this channel is based around Call of Duty. Sure, we have some other games, but it's based around Call of Duty, and so, you know, we sort of want to keep up with the new Call of Duty. Now, the second reason, I think it could be really fun. Everyone hated Advanced Warfare because everyone was like used to the sort of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2 sort of sweaty stuff like that. It's like, wow, okay, you know, it's got boost jumps, it might be not be as sweaty, but Advanced Warfare was a really fun game. Like, I loved playing that game. It was just fun. No, it was just an easy game to play, kind of. So that's why I feel Infinite Warfare is going to be like. It's the same with Ghosts. It can be really sweaty, but it's not as sweaty as the others, and it's a fun game to play. So that's really why I'm going to buy it. It just seems like a fun game. Plus, we don't actually know whether it's going to be bad or not. You know, never judge a book by its cover. Okay, this guy's standing there with a space helmet. Wow, okay, like, we're flying spaceships around space. I'm sure that's only in the campaign, and even if that's in multiplayer, it's basically making it sort of like Battlefield, and Battlefield is a hell of a lot of fun to play. So, you know, I'm not complaining about that. But, it's basically all I really have to say. You know, I think it's going to be really fun. I don't understand why everyone else is hating it already. So, I'm just going to say, give it a chance, guys. Let it come out, and then get it. Not an amazing game, but this is the end, so definitely drop a like if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.